Hi everybody, my name is Buddy Gott. Welcome to Gott Reviews. On today's episode, I'm going to talk about a book that I just read. It is called Cloning Elvis, and it's by Brian David Floyd. And here it is on my Kindle. Look at that, that's a pretty cool cover, isn't it? Look where the O is in cloning. It's like all like some cool scientific stuff going on there, like cells and stuff, which could happen in cloning. Anyway, let me tell you what this book is about. It's got a very unique and, attention-grabbing title. I'm going to read the blurb for you that's from the publisher. Okay, here's Cloning Elvis by Brian David Floyd. Music producer Cameron Ogilvy has hatched his biggest money-making scheme ever. He's going to clone Elvis Presley. Obtaining a hair follicle of the late king of rock and roll, Ogilvy enlists the assistance of groundbreaking geneticist Dr. Victoria Hadley to turn his plan into reality. But there's a snag, and it's a big one, literally. The hair that Ogilvy bought came from Elvis only 2 months before the singer's death in 1977. Instead of having a clone of the slender, leg-shaking, pelvis-gyrating rock and roll rebel of the mid-1950s, Ogilvy has a clone who's grossly obese, addicted to prescription drugs, and on the verge of a massive heart attack. Can Ogilvy and Dr. Hadley convince Elvis to make the major lifestyle changes needed to stay alive? If so, will Elvis be able to avoid the self-destructive pitfalls of fame and fortune this time around? And does the world of the early 21st century have a place for Elvis Presley 40 years after his demise? Pretty unique premise there, huh? My wife found this book. I'm not even sure how she found it a few days ago, and she knows that I love pop culture. I'm a big Elvis Presley fan. She is too. And she figured I would like this book, so she got it for me. And I started reading it 2 nights ago, and I loved it right from the beginning. It's, like I said before, what a unique idea for a story. And it's just so clever, and it's a fun read. And I know some people might see the cover, see the title, and hear the plot and think, oh my God, that's got to be a silly, ridiculous story. But it's not. It has funny moments, but it's actually a serious and actually very touching story. How you have this clone of Elvis Presley who is, let me say this. In a lot of clone stories can usually go one of 2 different ways, I think. One is where a clone is a duplicate of a person who is born and like raised over many years and looks like the person, is an identical physical duplicate of the person, but the memories aren't there. So it's sort of like a new person, but just in the old person's body. But however, then there's the kind of clone story like this one, which is the kind that I personally prefer, and I have in other stories, including a really cool clone story about Spider-Man, but where it's an exact duplicate who has the same memories. And so basically you're getting like Elvis Presley up until this hair came off of him 2 months before he died in 1977. But here he is in this starts in 2017. But I'm kind of rambling there, but it's only because I'm excited even talking about this. I loved this book. Like I said, I was wrapped up in it. I mean, it was basically my whole day yesterday. I started reading it today, Saturday. I started reading it on a Thursday night. Was off yesterday, and I spent most of the day reading it till I finished it up. And I loved it. If you like unique stories, if you like something, if you're an Elvis fan, check it out. Even if you're not an Elvis fan, I think anybody would really enjoy this. It's very clever, and hats off to Mr. Brian David Floyd, who I don't know, and I was afraid I was going to mess up his name and call him David Brian Floyd or something like that, but I think I got it right, mainly because I'm reading it right there. Brian David Floyd, Cloning Elvis. And there you go. I got it on my Kindle, so you can find it on Amazon.com and other fine places like, I'm sure, Barnes & Noble and, maybe a local bookstore. You know how to buy books, folks. You know how to buy books. Anyway, go and check this one out, especially if you're a fan of Elvis. And I know personally I'm going to be checking out more from Mr. Brian David Floyd. Thanks a lot for watching Gott Reviews. I also do reviews on my website, which can be found at www.buddygott.com. And in case you're wondering, my shirt here says, happy as a seagull with a French fry, which I definitely am. And thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Have a great day.